Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to a very special night of racing here on iRacing. We're live from Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Overdrive Cup Series, and tonight's event is the Dan Wheldon Memorial Race 133. Dan Wheldon, of course, come on now, the two-time Indy 500 champ, 2005 IndyCar Series champion. He left his just incredible mark on motorsports. His tragic passing here in Vegas back in 2011 is something we will never forget. And tonight, we race in honor of his legacy with a race that celebrates his passion, his competitive spirit, and the community that he has helped build. Welcome in here live on Stam Studio Network. My name is Sean Stam, and as we bring up a look at the points here, I have a very special guest up here in the booth with me, Marvin Samayoa. Marvin, how are you doing on this wonderful, wonderful race evening?
Doing great, Sean. I'm doing great. Looking forward to some great racing action with these drivers and also the memorial of Dan Wheldon.
It's going to be a blast to watch. It's also going to be a nice memorial to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Dan Wheldon. Here we go. Going to take a look at the points. Brian Reyes continues to lead out front after a really nice start to the season. How about drivers, though, for really LMS? Sure, you got Jackson Brown up there for CMS, but LMS, man, Angel Delgado, Kilbashian, shot out of a cannon at the start of the season. As a matter of fact, Samuel Litchfield tied up there for P4, got Travis Farmer 6th in the points. Nicholas Rode got Ponder Chapman and Trenton Johns rounding out the top 10. How about Christopher Rosca running in the 11th position of the points? And as we cut live to virtual trackside, we'll take a look at the starting grid here tonight, brought to you by Race to Stop Suicide. Check on those friends and family members there around you. Marvin, how about that lap out of the old number 90 Angel Delgado machine? Slaps it up there on the pole with a 30.332. But look at Brian Reyes, Ashton Pritchard, Alex Young Money Morales, whichever there. Alex, let me know, man. I've butchered it too many times. Sam Ballard, Michael Durham Jr. rounding out the 6th position.
And Sean, these drivers, it's literally tenths, thousandths of a second difference between first all the way to we're looking at P15, not that much. So these drivers are definitely hustling these big old NASCAR Cup cars around this legendary circuit. We're gonna see if Angel Delgado can keep up that P1 position and hold off Brian Reyes, as they are hungry.
And how about that P3 and P4 tied right there with the .124, second separating third and fourth for Alex and Sam. Logan Perriman, Mike Chapman, Jason Ledford, Nicholas Rode, Christopher Rosca, Trenton Johns, Travis Farmer, Jeff Hodgard, Kristen Zarte, Chad, Colin Grace, Edward Manns, Doug Proctor. How about Landon Bradford there rounding out the top 20? We have 25 drivers here on the race field, but what's also pretty cool here that we're about to see, we're seeing some pacing done right now by a really, really interesting car here. You might be asking, what is going on here? Well, that is Dan Wheldon's Indy car right there, as this is the Dan Wheldon Memorial 133 here live from Las Vegas. This is just, it's a really cool sight to be seen here, really a tribute to one of the greatest to ever do it in the IndyCar Series, excuse me. Dan Wheldon here. We'll take a quick moment of silence here on this quick pace lap. what a tribute here to one of the best men to ever do it within the IndyCar series here. Dan, once again, unfortunately losing his life here at this very circuit in 2011. Tonight we pay tribute to Dan Wheldon. Sight to be seen here within the iRacing universe. Man, oh man, Marvin, it's going to be a really fun race to watch here within these Gen 6 NASCAR machines. We'll get one more pace lap, one more really tribute lap here to Dan. But look at our front row. They're round out by here two white and orange machines here, University of Texas at Austin. Brian Reyes, he'll start on the outside row. How about Angel Delgado, that blue oval, number 90. He has had some very nice speed, some very nice pace throughout this season. So far, only at race 4, he's going to start out here on the pole.
Yeah, definitely these drivers are going to be hungry right here. And Brian Reyes, he is an actual road course racer as well. He enters the West Coast Race Sim Championship with us with the GR86, but he's also a man with oval experience. Look at him to be very aggressive at this start.
Yeah, he was actually one of our front 4 runners within the championship just a season ago there. That's the word I was looking for. Already see some newer paint schemes on the hoods of these Gen 6 NASCAR machines. I think I saw a University of Kentucky machine up there. Dan Wheldon, as much of a touching tribute as this has been, that's IndyCar would just blow these NASCARs out of the water here. So I think we're going to have, Dan bring it here into the pits this time by, I believe here, as Angel Delgado, Brian Reyes, Ashton Pritchard. Remember, Alex, he's still out here up front as we're going to get the green flag this time by. What I want you to do right now, get up, stand up for your life, racing fans. Don't give up the fight because we've waited a week for it. We are green flag racing here once again in the Overdrive Cup Series, side by side, heading into turn 1. Angel Delgado, Brian Reyes up and through the gears. They find themselves in that Kyle Larson paint scheme there. Alex Morales with a nice start of this race so far.
That looks like a very clean start to this race here as the top pack is slicing and dicing right now as we enter turn 3. Looks like Angel Delgado right now, he has the lead right now as Brian Reyes takes that outside lane to get extra momentum. Little close racing there between himself and what looks to be Alex Morales there as we go and complete lap 1 into lap 2.
3 wide heading into lap 1 here. Oh, Alex, he's going to find himself gaining 2 spots early on. Look at Brian Reyes. He falls back 2 spots. Look at the field fan out here down the back straightaway to complete lap number 2 here. The skills, the pace here at oh my, the cleanliness of these racing drivers is continuing to be on display here, shown at just about Mach 2 here. Here's Angel Delgado. Alex looking to make some nice gains up here earlier on in the race. He's going to try to dive it down the inside for the race lead early on.
Looks like Angel Delgado is not going to let Morales get onto the inside, taking that high line to get that extra momentum. But will Alex Morales have anything to say as he washes up the track? He's going to get loose. Is he going to catch it? Yes, he does. Oh no, as I say, spoke too soon. No. Oh my goodness. Alex Morales, he saved it, but he just ran out of room. And now we brought out our first caution right at the start-finish line. Oh my goodness. No, the 00 as well in the 98. Man, oh man, what? That's Calamity Corner as we see somebody crab walking. I don't know who that is.
I think that's Ashton, Formula Drift driver out here.
Remember, Sean, turn right to go left. Turn right to go left. That's the old Hudson Hornet reference right there from the Cars movie. Oh my goodness.
Look at this. That is like 180 degrees into the steering wheel. Ashton Pritchard, we do believe there are some quick repairs here tonight, but man, Ashton, he's going to have to find himself down into pit lane early on as we'll take a look at the race replay here. Brought out our first caution. We saw it was kind of a snowball effect, if you'd call that there. Remember, Alex, he really dove it down in there, slid up the track. Wait for it here. Oh, okay. All right, I think it's
this.
yeah, a little bit after here. I'm gonna save us a little bit of time here. Here's Alex here at the exit of 4. Just drifts up the track there, not quite clear. Ends up collecting Ashton Pritchard, Christopher Rosca. There's the 28 involved, Trenton Johns. Oh man, this is lots of drivers involved early on.
Oh my goodness, yeah, definitely. It just was a domino effect with this wreck. I mean, I was impressed. Alex Morales did save it the first time coming off turn 4, but he just didn't have enough room. And oh man, just one thing after another, just nowhere to go. And yeah, that's just such a shame. But I mean, hopefully these drivers can get it fixed quick enough and get B back out there.
Curious what happens if we hop on board with Michael Ponder Jr. here. Probably saw this thing happen at pretty high speeds up here in front. Oh yeah, he's gonna slow and woe it down. No ARCA braking here for the 13. Nice job there, Ponder Jr. Gonna make it through this big one early on.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's gonna get some free spots out of that wreck. So, you know, usually the big one happens at Talladega or Daytona plate racing, but looks like this Las Vegas Motor Speedway had its own big one.
All right, we see the stream start. It's lagging just a little bit here under the next caution. I will do what I can to make this a little bit more smoother down there, YouTube land. If you're just now joining us, though, if you've made it in the vertical broadcast, make sure you mosey your way on over to horizontal broadcast land here. So we're all hanging out here live in the YouTube chat. We got Roxy with us. We got Harold Delgado, Griffin Motorsports, Night Pain, Terry as well. Man, oh man, YouTube land popping off here tonight. You're going to see some real nice racing from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, this 1.5 mile cookie cutter racetrack. The Dan Wheldon 133 laps here tonight, as well as, let's see here, 1 second. Okay, this is only lap 6, so we got something special here coming up in just a few laps time. Hopefully we'll be under green flag conditions. Look at that, the University of Kentucky racing machine, Michael Durham Jr. after, let's see, Samuel Litchfield and on back, so 13th through 19th of all pit. How about Michael Durham Jr. and Brian Reyes? They'll start up on the front row this time. Logan Perryman, Christian Zarte, Travis Farmer, and Jason Ledford there rounding out the top 6. Here we go. We're going to work our foot on the gas, on the gears. We go here. The Echo Park restart zone. We are green flag racing once again here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Here we go up into turn 1. Brian Reyes has the inside. Michael Durham Jr., he's looking up top.
Yeah, we have University of Texas versus University of Kentucky right now. Going into turn 2, looks like the outside lane is working for Michael Durham Jr. as he's going to get the momentum. Will Brian Reyes have anything to say? Diving in deep into turn 3. Looks like he's about to take the middle to the low lane, get a little bit extra momentum. He's going to try to do the crossover and close the door. Nope. 01 is still there, and who's going to lead this lap? And it looks like Michael Durham Jr. led that lap. Not 9 thousandths of a difference between himself and Reyes, but looks like it's going to be Reyes at the bottom. Looks like he loves the bottom. Is he going to wash up? Nope. Nope. Yep, he washes up and puts a block on him. My goodness, that is ballsy at the beginning of this run.
I'm saying it's only lap 8 out of 133 here tonight. Looks like University of Texas going to take away that battle for the race win. Don't look now. Here comes Logan Perriman. Complete lap, coming to lap 9 of the race here so far. Look at Travis Farmer. He's also starting to knock on that rear bumpers. Oh, did we have one in the wall there? Looks like it. I think that's Nicholas Rendo. He's off the pace there, the 05, number 12. He had gained quite a few spots. Matter of fact, 11 earlier on. I think he was flirting with disaster with that outside wall. And there you see right there below him, Angel Delgado. He is in the hornet's nest right here after pitting earlier on in this race. I don't think took tires, but he did take Sunoco fuel. Angel Delgado will be able to go a little bit further if he doesn't get wrecked. Jason Ledford came down on number 90 there.
Yeah, that was pretty close right there for him, but I mean, looks like he's keeping it together right now. He's just got to keep a clean, close race as he works his way up to the front right now. But with Farmer right now, Travis Farmer on point for P1.
Travis Farmer, he's continuing to battle it up here, but as we have reached lap 11, go ahead and crank this puppy up. This is the Dan Wheldon Memorial here. Moment of silence here for the man, the myth, the legend. Crank this puppy down here. That was for Dan Wheldon there, IndyCar two-time series champ. How about Michael Durham Jr. during that little crank it up session there? Oh, Christian Zarte real quick. I just saw him fall 3 spots in one corner here. Look, it's Doug Pachter here, driver of the 59 Chevrolet Camaro. He's so far gained 13 spots, our biggest mover since the drop of the green flag here tonight. And look at also already slicing and dicing their way through the pack is Angel Delgado, 2 spots above Christian Zarte.
And right now, as I'm looking, I see who has the quickest lap time. That'd be Samuel Litchfield in the number 37 Ford. He made up 10 spots at the beginning of the race, but looks like he's going down pit road right now. He had the fastest lap time of a 29.983. And I wonder, looks like he got a cut tire or something. Not sure what that's about.
Yeah, something is definitely amiss there. I think, oh, that whole right side is destroyed. Take a real quick look at this replay here. This is after the contact? Let's see here.
Looks like after the contact right now. He's already on the apron.
I'm not showing any sort of incident in my SDK, so I'm going to have to sort of hunt for this one here. Apologies. I see a few. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here, we're going to have to bring out the forklift with us here because this was out of the exit of, he had contact with the 05. That's what happened.
Yeah, it looks like he went down into the corner. I think the 05 washed up just slightly, putting it in deep right there. Got into the 37. 37 tried to correct and unfortunately just ran out of room and smacked hard onto the outside wall, causing that right front to go down. My goodness. He had the quickest lap time, so he was on pace up to that point. He made up 10 spots at the drop of the green flag, so tough luck for Litchfield.
Appreciate race control allowing the race to continue under green flag conditions here tonight, because look at the race for the lead here. Only 17 laps down out of 133. Logan Perryman, driver number 88 nationwide Batmobile paint scheme. He's worked his way up to second after starting 7th tonight. Logan Perryman could possibly be a driver to watch here early on in the race as we start to single file things down after turn 3. Remember though, our driver with at least with the most fuel in his tank, we don't think he took tires, but Angel Delgado already moves his way back up to P5. Here comes Brian Reyes. He's going to try the inside. Doesn't quite have it for P2.
Yeah, Reyes right now, he did drop back a little bit. I think he was up to P5. He was leading the race up until Farmer took the lead. But now he's slowly winding back up into the top spot right now, sitting in P3. I think Reyes has got long-term speed, not short-run speed. So we'll see what Brian Reyes has as this race develops. But right now, at the point, 01 of Durham, followed by Perryman, Reyes, Farmer in P4, and Delgado P5.
Drivers really putting on a show for the racing fans here tonight. Remember Jason Ledford, he had a little contact, a little bit of beating banging earlier on in the race. Christian Zarte, he's going to fall back to P6 after having ran in the top 4 spots earlier on. Doug Pachter right there with him. Remember, driver of the 59, he was having a nice run earlier. I think we're starting to see some tire wear here tonight. Oh, it's the 7. Man, Jason, he's going to drift up the track once again there. As Chad Tibla has a front view of this. He probably has his popcorn bucket out as he's getting some nice side-by-side views up there in front of him. Marvin, what do you think, at least, I don't know, if you were behind the wheel here tonight, what would be your strategy in terms of, are you going to try to push the car early on and try to muster the fall off later on in the run? Or do you possibly try to make the long run work here and try to make your little babies last here for these Goodyear Eagles longer than your counterparts.
And I would probably, Sean, I would probably do long term. See how my cars drive long term, because aside from that caution that went down at the beginning of the race, I mean, it's been totally green flag racing. So I would definitely want to save my stuff and try to push it for long term. See where my car is at and see how far I can push it, and then make any adjustments as the race goes on.
Man, I'm right there with you, Marvin. That is well said. And oh man, Travis Farmer, he's gonna flirt with that outside wall. No harm, no foul. Doesn't look like really any damage to that right side. These right sides are very aerodynamically sensitive here in these Gen 6 cars. Not quite as much as we see in the next gen with the symmetrical bodies. Angel Delgado, he's going to try to dive it down the outside line, but real quick to bounce back off of what you said, Marvin, these drivers have kept it relatively clean, green, and mean tonight, and I got to, oh man, that's some pretty heavy damage. Whole front nose missing. Real quick though, I do have to apologize to the whole Overdrive Cup Series. Last week, I may have said some things about not clean racing and all that sort of jazz there, and as I'm running back-to-back broadcast and every Sunday here, I was just under a lot of pressure there, and so I may have said once again some things about some clean or dirty racing, whatever it may have been. But like you said, Marvin, I apologize, and I completely take it back, because we continue to see some very nice battles here, up and down throughout the town here tonight from Vegas.
Oh yeah, great racing all around the track, all the way from the first top 5 spots all the way to the mid-pack. There's battles all over this track right now. Now, one thing I will say is that Durham has not been able to extend his lead from Perryman, and Reyes and Delgado are right there, with Farmer not too far behind after hitting the wall there. But looks like from P5 all the way from P6, it's about a 2-second difference. So it looks like the top 5 have long run speed, while the 6th through 10th may have short run speed. As the laps unwind, I kind of see the differences. So it may be a battle between these top 5, especially with Delgado. I'm keeping an eye on him, because he did fall back to the back and was battling towards the front at that first caution, and he's made his way up to P4. So he's definitely got the long run speed. Keep an eye out on him.
Keep an eye on Delgado, keep an eye on Farmer, who continues to flirt with that outside wall like he used to know her. But no, in all seriousness though, Travis, he's making a nice run here tonight. 8 spots gained since the drop of the green here. Man, I'm right there with you. Angel, he sits third in the points, only 22 points back from the P2 runner in the points. But Angel Delgado, he's time and time again a driver that we have to keep an eyeball on, especially in these mile-and-a-half races. He's continuing to run very nice lap times. Matter of fact, last lap time it was quicker. And Marvin, another thing that I want to bounce back off of what you said, the top 5 looks like, sure, they do have the long run speed here tonight as the battle for the lead starts to heat up. But not only are you, as the leader of the race, you have the clean air to work with, but you can kind of work that slipstream, work that draft out of this long back straightaway here, and you can play some defense with the dirty air.
Yeah, you definitely can. You can kind of manipulate the air around the car in the corner, make the leader kind of like put some aero blocking, basically making the second place, get loose or tight depending on how much you poke out, how much you lay into their lane. But it looks like right now Durham is really holding off Perryman, as Perryman has basically increased the flame. He's turned up the notch on the aggression meter, as he's right now trying to take P1 away from Durham. So it looks like this is going to be between these two as we approach lap 29. I wonder if Durham has anything left, or is he saving this stuff. Maybe a little bit pit strategy. That's why he's not going as hard as he wants. You never know.
Speaking of that pit strategy, or if we do get some green flag run, or not even green flag stops, but remember, Angel Delgado, driver of the 90, he has really started to set the rest of this race up for himself here. Take a look at the pit stop strategy graphic. He pit on lap 5. We don't believe he took a new set of tires, but with even more race fuel, he'll be able to go longer, and he'll be able to, if it'll all cycle out, hopefully take the race lead away for the number 90. We see you popping off live in YouTube lands. We got Night Pain with us saying driver 13, 13, 13. Big fan of Ponder Jr. We also have Third Musketeer with us saying Chapman is still immortal as always. We also have Rosca joining in the old YouTube land saying died lap 3. Yeah, that was not good for the 00 machine. 22 minutes of optimal damage here, and if you're just now joining us, here's Christopher's accident here. We're going to hop on board with the driver of the 00 here. So he just had nowhere to go here. Yep, it happened up there in front of him. 98 came down in front of him, and that's a hard, heavy hit, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely hard hit. I mean, and like you said, Sean, he had nowhere to go. Wasn't of his fault of his own. He did get hit by the 28, but again, you ain't got no brake lights. You're literally working off of last-minute reaction. Went down into the 27, and I think he got bumped by the 59 or something, and then just lost the rear end, and it's nowhere to go.
You hate that, as that was quite a few drivers out earlier on in this race. I think I misspoke here about having a quick repair. Not so. Oh no! Right when we cut to it.
Leaders, my goodness! Live right there. Oh, I think Delgado or somebody got loose too. Was that Reyes?
We got
somebody.
Edward
I saw an orange
involved.
and white car.
We better hope that that was not one of our front runners here involved. I appreciate race control. We're gonna keep things under clean, green, and mean conditions here. But once again, oh no, we're not anymore. Edward Mans is stopped on the track.
Oh man, and I think I saw Reyes because I saw an orange and white car when this was all going on. He looks like he got loose or something, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No.
God.
Oh no, and Alex Morales again gets hit in the back, but no fault of his own as he's trying to slow down. But oh my goodness, I saw Alex Reyes. He was up there in the top spot. Then I saw an orange and white car slide in, and now he's falling back off the pace.
We'll have to see what happens to Reyes as well as... Okay, well, real quick, before Reyes, we got to check up on 84, make sure he's still alive there. I think that's Sam Ballard Jr. Here's a look on board with him. Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Oh.
I'm flying through the air right now. This is not good.
I know maybe people in the YouTube land might not understand what happened there. They may be asking, why didn't you just brake? Well, the problem is that these cars weigh about 4,000 pounds going at 180, 90 miles an hour. And that momentum, the way that he was carrying the line, I mean, he had nowhere to go. The natural state of that car is going to want to arc wide. And either you go and turn right, but then you're going to hit the wall, or unless you already knew that was going to happen ahead of time, you could have just braked a little bit earlier. But I think he didn't see the wreck, and he thought he might have cleared him till last minute. And there's not much you can do.
So I'm curious to see, because that was a much bigger incident than what we originally saw here, as well as we still have to check on board with Brian Reyes. Looks like the number 21 lives to see daylight of another day here. We're going to get things slowed down. The caution flag is out right now, so we're not missing anything on the racetrack. Although, as far as pit stop strategies go, if we take a real quick look at live coverage, looks like all of our drivers have opted to pit under this caution here. Durham Jr. is going to lead us out of the pit, driver of the University of Kentucky Racing Machine 01. This battle of universities here tonight as Perriman, well, that's not a university. Nationwide sits P2, but you know it is. UT at Austin. That's, yeah, Reyes, surprisingly so, Marvin, although he was shown off the pace. I think that was just caution outs there at that point. Yeah, 21, still no damage. Also, Travis Farmer, he continues to sit top 4, top 5. Real nice run for him tonight.
Yeah, that was a really good run for the top 5 right now, man. That was close because that accident happened right in front of the leaders, and I was afraid because that was very close to the 01 of Durham Jr. So as we take a look here, I mean, Durham is trying to battle Perryman right now. So obviously assume as the leader and you're going into lap traffic, then he can give you all the room in the world. But I don't know what happened there. Looks like maybe that car, it was the 98, I believe, might have gotten into it with another car, and then he hit the wall. She might have gotten into somebody. I don't know.
Here, I need to open up the old yeah, move that to. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Here, one. Okay. I'm trying to do like 3,000 things here. I'm trying to figure out why, or okay, well, what happened other than Edward Mans there, but we'll get that here in just a few moments' time as we'll get back to some green flag racing. We can turn the page in that book here. Michael Durham Jr., remember, all of these drivers just pit last lap there. You got one on the apron, not sure who that is. But Brian Reyes, Travis Farmer will start on that second row. Christian Zarte, Jason Ledford, Angel Delgado, Chad Tebela, Nicholas Rendo, Logan Bradford will round out the top 10. Doug Pachter, Nick Burling, Mike Chapman, Colin Grace, Sam Ballard Jr., and Michael Ponder Jr. rounding out the top 16. That is who is left on the lead lap here relatively earlier on in the race. Marvin, take us to the green here once again from Vegas.
Green, green, green. Let's go racing, boys. Right here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We have the number 01 of Michael Durham Jr. leading the pack into turn 1, followed by Reyes. Remember, University of Kentucky right now leading the University of Texas, but Perryman is looking on the outside, and looks like Reyes is being split in half right now by the number 53 of Zarte as he takes P3 away from Reyes. Now, and don't keep an eye out. Don't count out the number 90 of Delgado right now as he's battling Reyes for P4 as we enter lap 38.
Lap traffic ahead here, boys. Regroup and rearm. I think that's Colin Grace. He's going to go down one here so far. We have the battle for the lead continuing to heat up. Battle for second and third as well. Here comes Angel Delgado, the DL Designs number 90. He's got new colors on it here this weekend. Could he possibly be searching for victory lane? At this pace, I think he is. Now that these drivers are all back in under similar, the exact same lap tires here, we're going to start to see the cream start to rise to the top. Christian's going to work down the inside line. Sparks flying out the number 90 machine. These cars are glued to the racetrack. Reyes drops back to P5 with Farmer. Don't look now, but here comes Zarte. He's going to try that inside line. Angel Delgado looking up top. He's going to carry the momentum, works his way to the outside of P2.
Yeah, looks like Delgado was just shot out of a cannon from P4, I believe, at the start of the race, P5, and now he's going to P2 with Durham on his sights. But right now, he's going to have to fight off a hungry Perryman right now who's fighting on the inside, trying to take away P2. But Delgado's going to have none of it right now. He's going to go on to the outside, try to carry that momentum, doing a little bit of a crossover, try to carry that momentum from the outside back to the inside. Oh, the 53 hits the wall hard, but looks like he continues on as he's trying to fight off Reyes for that P4 spot.
Ooh. Delgado dives it deep down on the hill in turn 1. Somehow it's going to stick here out of 2. We're going to grab and we're going to get up to speed, here in the back straightaway here. Oh man, the draft is going to come into factor there once again. Logan Perryman, he really has not ran the bottom of the track here just quite yet. And you might be asking, sure, that's the shorter way around, but you carry that more momentum up top, as well as you have the clean air. As soon as I say that, give it the Sean and Tanner curse there. Delgado's going to play the defense, take away Perryman's clean air. Perryman is going to run the bottom. Here we go, side by side for the race lead going into 3.
Oh my goodness, Perryman gave Durham a shot into the straightaway, and then that causes Durham to get a little bit loose and keep that top spot. Man, Delgado, he is coming all over the back of Durham.
Nope.
Durham getting a full mirror worth of Delgado right there, but looks like Delgado right there is looking to challenge him on the outside row. I think he's got the speed right now, so he's going to try to take advantage of it, as he is now the quickest lap car on the leaderboard right now with a time of 30.005. Delgado to the point, but Perryman is going to go on the outside to try to take it away from him, and he slams the door in front of him, but he's going to carry that outside momentum and not quite do anything with it, as Delgado remains the leader for lap 44.
Look at the big suck for Christian there. He sucks up to the rear bumper of the 88. Even that's on the start-finish straights here, as now we work down the long back straightaway. There he goes, Christian. He's going to use that speed. He's going to use the momentum, dives it deep. He's going to beat and bang, trade some paint with what was the race leader. Angel Delgado to the point. 3 wide for second, third, and fourth. Oh, there comes some more contact there with Zarte as well as Durham Jr. Travis Farmer, he's going to look up top here. The storm is a brewing here in Vegas. Oh, no. The 0-1's going to get shot up the track.
Oh, my goodness. I know they call Vegas the land of gambling, but the thing of it is, I don't think he quite wants to gamble, but it looks like for Zarte and number 53, he was 3 wide for an entire lap and ended up gambling that, and now is P2 chasing down Delgado right now as we see the number 05 do a pass in the grass right now. Good old Dale Earnhardt pass in the grass right there as the number 53 is looking on the outside right now. Delgado, he's now challenging him. He's been a little bit of a sleeper right now. P1, Zarte to the point.
That 53 rent-me machine Chevrolet Camaro up out to the point here. Christian, he's continued to show some nice pace. He's continued to show his immaculate racecraft. Well, right now he's showing that the 53 has brought the speed and the pace here tonight from Sin City. Still side by side there for second and third, side by side for fourth and fifth between Farmer and Reyes. A name we really haven't mentioned too much tonight here. Look, it's old Nicholas Rendo. I believe that's the 05. Yep, you can call him Dale Earnhardt here tonight. That pass in the grass, as well as the 25. He's starting to join this front battle as well. Toyota Camry. Well, that's the best running Toyota Camry right now, as the next one back is Nick Burling back there in 12th. We got YouTube land popping off for Angel here tonight. Angel will fall back to P3. Zarte once again up to the lead, but don't count out Durham Jr. He's stalking, creeping out the dungeon. He's going to send it outside, take away the lead there out of turn 2.
My goodness, Sean, we're looking at right now a 9-car battle between Durham all the way to Ledford and that number 7 machine. My goodness, these guys are really, really going for it right now. As we see Angel Delgado right now, he's locked in, he's focused, he's going on to the outside right now, trying to pass Durham Jr. on the outside. Is he going to clear him? Not quite yet. I don't think the 01 is going to be able to close the door on him. Looks like, oh my goodness, this is a great battle for the lead. Looks like Angel Delgado squeaking by, but looks like Durham says, nope, not yet. You ain't gonna take it away from me. Man, this is a great battle between all of these cars. Essentially a 10-way car battle, only 1 second between first and 10th. Any mistake may cost them the win or even a good chance at a good spot.
Speak of mistake, Michael Durham Jr. gets to the gas a little bit too soon out of turn 2. We saw in the live driver cams, Delgado, he was smiling there. He cracked the smirk as he back up to the race lead. We saw Rosca looking like, did you guys just see that? And then threw up the old peace sign there. Rosca, man, appreciate you keeping the old chin up there after that lap 3 incident that gave the old double deuce minutes of damage. Look at Chad, though. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, around the world, sim racing fans of all ages, the highest running Toyota Camry here tonight continues to put some really nice laps down even later within this tire run. His best was a 30.11, but with the tire fall off, his last was a 31.17, but right now that's fast for these lap times. Here we go to the lead. Once again, Zarte has shown that he is not come to mess around here tonight.
Yeah, Zarte is actually throwing really good pace right now with the leaders. He's right there in P2 looking to get the lead back from Delgado. Looking onto the inside, and we're going to go into a quarter panel shot right here as we pan to the left. Looks like Zarte is going to throw it in deep right there in turn 3. But will Delgado be able to keep the point, or will he have to give it up to Zarte as we come up to... Oh, was that a crossover move?
Crossover and a half, Marvin. Look at him go here tonight.
Are we going to have another crossover to a crossover? This is a great battle right here at the front.
Goodness gracious, Angel, he's going to keep that outside line going, but yes, we do have some lap traffic we're coming up on. I think that's the 07 of the Yellow Submarine, Mike Chapman, if he still runs that paint scheme here with us. Welcome in here. If you're just now joining us here side by side for the Race Lead STAM Studio Network, my name is Sean Stan. Got Marvin Samayoa up here as the co-commentator. Man, oh man, we have been witnessing a race of the century here tonight of the Dan Wheldon. We got 133 laps of racing action here tonight. Lap 54, still continuing to see some side-by-side. Logan Perryman, Michael Durham Jr., Chad Tebela continues to join the battle as well.
Yeah, they've got it right now back at the point right there, but with Zarte and Durham slowly just creeping by, just watching and waiting as we approach lap 55. Green flag racing amongst the leaders. I mean, essentially it's a 10-car battle between first and 10th with anybody's game right now. Looks like Delgado is looking to slide up to the outside. But as we notice right now, looks like the 05 Rendo just made the pass for P6 among Reyes. It looks like he's P6. Now, I am surprised that there isn't more Toyotas towards the front. We only have the 25, the Tabala right now. I mean, he's been silently making his way towards the front, but looks like it's mostly an all Chevy up front event. But Delgado, the only Ford, from what I'm looking, all the way up to the closest Ford, P14, he's making it work. He's representing Ford really well right now as he sees a line of Chevys right now stalking his rear view bumper.
Golly, Perryman continues to hound that outside line. If he gets too much up to that board there, remember, we've seen the 53 a couple times in the wall tonight. Turn 4, he'll definitely sneak up on you here. Man, oh man, here comes Michael Durham Jr. He's gonna try, nope, doesn't have the inside just yet, but there goes Perryman back to the bottom. Remember, these Goodyear Eagles are your babies here tonight. You want to take care of them up until they're just too old to, I don't know where I was going with that one, too old to last on their own anymore. Man, we're continuing to see, I think Chad Tebela, he's continuing to run the fastest lap times on this set of tires. Remember, we saw everybody else pit on lap 30, everybody pit on lap 34 of the race. We still have some tire sets available left in pit lane 58. Laps down out of 133. I appreciate every single one of you joining in here tonight as the battle for the lead continues to heat up. Here comes Christian Zarte once again, driver 53. He's cooled those right sides down. He's going to get to the inside, possibly a little side draft here over Delgado. Here we go, side by side at the stripe. Give that lap to Zarte.
And Zarte is showing some impressive pace right now, keeping up with Delgado. Looks like Delgado went on the outside, and then Durham, I think he might have almost got into he definitely got into the wall. I was about to say he might have gotten into Delgado a little bit and lost a little bit of momentum where the car got a little bit tight, understeered, and right into that wall. Hopefully it's not going to cause too much damage, but it looks like it cost Durham a shot at P1. But as we go into lap 60 right here, Delgado back to the point right now. It looks like it's been a battle between these two, Delgado and Zarte, with Perryman being very close, but looks like he's about just a little over a second, almost a second away from himself and Delgado in P3.
Here comes Zarte. He's going to dive it down the bottom here once again. We've seen this time and time again, but Delgado, he's able to keep the outside line. He's able to keep the momentum up there. You need a paint scheme, contact DL Designs on X. And that is, I believe that's Daniel who also does some paint schemes down there. Daniel, he is the league owner. He's race control here tonight. He is keeping us and running some pretty good time here. Oh man, look who just joined the camera shot. You gotta feel that. I'm sorry that just caught me off guard, but remember that was what, lap 3 was that big old 4 wide wreck here as Morales will fall back all the way to 18th. Continues to run on the track. We got Army 114 in YouTube chat, Choco as well as man, Christopher's still hanging out with us, Terry as well. Man, oh man, you know what else is hanging out with us, Marvin? This battle for the race lead, and it's about to get good with all of this lap traffic here right up front.
Yeah, as we look like laps winding down. Oh my goodness, this looks like a good split between all the laps.
That happened too quick, I'm sorry.
That happened very quick. No, you're good, Sean. Man, there's a lot of action going on, but man, it looks like it's gonna be a long run battle as Alex Morales, he gets a little bit loose at the tri-oval. I was gonna say Delgado and Zarte, looks like these two have separated themselves from P3 all the way to P10 was once a 10-way battle between all of them, a second differentiate between the 10 drivers. Now it looks like it's just Zarte and Delgado, as they have already extended the lead away from Perryman, making themselves almost a 1.5-second lead. So it looks like it's just going to be a battle between these three if it continues to do green.
That's the biggest thing that I have an eye on here tonight is I don't think it's, oh, I shouldn't say it. I don't think it's if, but it is when we will possibly reach that green flag pit stop here tonight. Remember, well, it's the tires are still begging. They're not still. They are most definitely begging for mercy here tonight. Angel Delgado, who continues to run that outside line, he's going to once again carry the speed at the exit of 4. Don't look now as Zarte continues to close the gap, but here comes Logan Perryman continuing to draw a bead on this battle for the race lead.
Yeah, Perryman, I was about to say he was about almost close to 1.5 seconds away from the leader. It looks like he closed it up just a little bit, lost a little bit of time being behind Morales there, but looks like he's about chasing the leaders down. So maybe a 3-car away battle between the leaders themselves. As we look at P4, leading the pack right now is Kabala and that number 25 Toyota Camry right now as we approach lap 66.
How about Chad here tonight? He has had a run for the money. He's got a little bit of rear damage on his bumper, but he's had a really nice run here tonight, tied with our third biggest mover spot. Right now, that spot goes to Nicholas Rendo down there in 7th running position. Here comes Travis Farmer once again. Travis, you got to applaud the driver number 9 here. He's taken up quite a few of the oval leagues that I broadcast for, hopped right up in them, even if it's not a car that he feels all that comfortable in, like the ARCA car, a completely different style of racing machine. Well, Travis says, hey, no harm, no foul there. I'll hop right in him. Shows him how it's done, continues to run in other leagues, really commonly in the top 5 spots. He's running 6th right now. Here we go, side by side once again. How many times here tonight? Chapman gets out of the way. Delgado tries to play that Super Bowl defense up top. Here comes Christian once again. He is not giving it up here tonight. He is fighting for what seems like, Marvin, fight for a sponsor to put on the 53.
Absolutely. I think Christian Zarte is definitely putting on a show. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Kurt Busch when there was a time where he was racing for, as I mentioned, that their 28 car has spun around. Looks like he's crab walking right now. That is Trenton Johns, the number 28 Chevy Camaro. That brings out a 3rd caution of the race. But I was going to mention Christian Zarte kind of reminds me a little bit of Kurt Busch when he was racing. I can't remember the exact team, but he was racing for somebody where he was sponsorless for a few races, trying to get some sponsorship on that car. And I think Christian Zarte right now, he's doing just that, putting on a show for any potential future sponsors on that number 53 Chevy Camaro.
Man, Marvin, I'm right there with you, man. And if you're referring to what I think you are, wasn't that the, oh no, Trenton's got a reverse here. Oh, he's just gonna park it. Wasn't that when he did the old Ricky Bobby thing down there at Talladega, had the ME hood and the big old mountain lion up front, man? That's too, I don't know, too good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's exactly right there, Sean.
All right, we'll take a look at this battle off of the race of pit lane, and then we'll take a look at what brought out that caution there. Delgado, he's going to lead him into the pits, but Christian Zarte, this is, you might just be asking or saying, okay, this is just a pit stop, whatever here. Well, no, Christian, look, he got down into the inside quarter panel there. That's going to help Christian gain a 1/10 of a second, maybe 2/10 of a second. But if we look at Delgado up here, who makes him, oh, that's a perfect pit stop there, right on the sign. If all things are true here, if that's even a saying, I think that's a saying, we should see Delgado. Yep, there you can see. You're gonna spin the tires. Christian Zarte comes with a head of steam here, though, side by side, just barely there. Looks like it'll be Delgado, Zarte, Brian Reyes, Farmer, Logan Perryman, Jason Ledford, Nicholas Rendo, Landon Bradford rounding out the top 9. We'll be right back with you here on Stam Studio Network. Make sure you stick with us. Grab yourself a drink. Grab yourself a snack. You're not going to want to miss the end of this thing. Welcome back here live to the virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway where Christian Zarte, well, I'm actually showing no, it should be Delgado in the lead, but according to timing and scoring, Christian Zarte nope, there he goes. Right as I said, Reyes will be third. Farmer will start fourth here. Logan Perryman starting in the fifth position. Thank you to everybody joining in here tonight for the Dan Wheldon Memorial from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We see you endless endeavors in YouTube land. We got Chaco still hanging out with us. NASCAR Maniac, the old Rosca machine. Terry Stam, as well as Edward Mann's Third Musketeer, all hanging it out here tonight as we continue to put on a really nice show here from Vegas. What did you say earlier, Marvin? It's a gambling city here. It is Sin City. Well, right now, I think we're going to start to see some drivers gamble their way, try and slice and dice up here to the race lead as, yes, there you see it. iRacing safety car going to dive into the safety of pit lane. We are green once again. The Echo Park Automotive restart zone here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Angel Delgado, Christian Zarte up out front. Here we go, side by side through the whole pack into turn number one. Oh, they're going to lean on each other a little tad bit. Here comes Delgado. He's got the inside line. Reyes is looking to join the battle as well. Look at the speed. Look at the momentum down the back straightaway.
Oh my goodness, we're seeing right now Zarte like literally was right next to Delgado, giving him a little side draft action as they enter turn one on this restart. But looks like Zarte to the point. Reyes is going to try to battle Delgado for P2, and Perryman, who started and restarted fifth place, is now trying to get P3, pushing Reyes into turn one as they approach turn two.
Here out of turn two, Zarte leads Reyes. Here comes Perryman. Oh, we got one going around. It's Delgado. He keeps it out of the wall. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Fourth caution of the race for Delgado. He looked like he just shot to the left there. I wonder if he got tapped into the back end or something might have happened. Might have tried to avoid something, but man, oh man, Delgado had great speed. I mean, don't count him out quite yet. We still got some time. A little over half of the race is done, but we still got some time. He's still on the lead lap. But my goodness, Angel Delgado.
It doesn't look too bad.
No, not too bad. Yeah, might have pancaked it a little bit, but not too bad. Might have to come in for tires though, because he definitely flat spotted those tires.
And remember, he was making that strategy call earlier on in the race. This is a little bit late to it. He locks the tires down, but with locking it down as then he releases the brake. We'll take another look at this race replay a little bit further zoomed in here, but yeah, that's probably going to be about 20 to 30 seconds of damage, but this is, you not only can not count out Angel Delgado here, but this is going to be so much fun to watch the 90 work his way back up through the field here. Here's a zoomed in look in the old slow-mo. Oh, okay, we might have to take the old drone camera shot here.
Yeah, I think the 88 might have tapped the wall and then bounced off, and then he hit the 90 as he was coming back up. It looks like here. The 90 washes up, and the 88 washes up. Might have either hit the wall or almost hit the wall, and as he did that last-minute knee-jerk reaction to go left to keep it off the wall, Delgado was coming up with, head of steam, and, he got into the 88, and there he goes. The rest is history.
Oh. Okay, excuse me. Here's one more look at it here. Okay. I hate doing this so much. Here we go. I'm curious to see if, like you said, Marvin, did the 88 bounce off of the outside safer barrier, or was that? It even could have possibly been net code, but there was definitely contact with the 88 and the 90 to send Angel back down and around.
Yeah, I saw what it looked like. The 88 was heading towards the wall, and the back end just slightly got loose. And then when he corrected it, the car, like its natural rake, it went back straight. And I think when it back straight, it took more of the left and hit Angel Delgado. So that was a racing incident. It was nothing egregious. It happens. Racing hard for position.
All right, apologies there for the. I think our camera got wedged inside Perryman's right front there because I was going to take a look. I was going to see if the 88 did have contact with the outside barrier there, but Yeah, I think our camera got shoved down in there into the inside wheel well. Gave it a look at the nice suspension work going to work there. We're going to get back up here to the live pacing battle for the race lead. But I don't know, Marvin. It's at this point I have to ask you, as well as everybody down there in YouTube land, who is not only your race your pick to watch here tonight, but who is possibly even the driver that you think you'd put the old mortgage down here to win? Not really, but who would your race pick be here tonight from Vegas?
Man, I kind of like Christian Zarte right now. He's been really consistent. He's shown great pace. He's been silently moved towards the front at the beginning of the race, and now he stayed at P1, giving it to Delgado, who unfortunately, was spun out and the cause of this fourth caution. But I mean, Zarte, he's doing really well. I would definitely put my money on him. Unfortunately, he is P1, so that's a little biased, but I think he's gonna be one to watch.
Man, if live betting was a thing here in the old iRacing universe, give me Farmer. I like the old number 9 up here, starting in the second row. Speaking of it, here we come, back to Green Flag Racing from Sin City. Zarte up to the race lead. He's going to dive it down the outside line into turn 1. Very late apex there, try and take away a little bit more air of Brian Reyes. Here comes Jason Ledford, driver we really haven't mentioned too much tonight, respectfully, although he will find himself up to P4. It's been a really nice run here tonight from Jason as he'll dive it down the inside once again, side by side, back behind Mr. Ledford, as we'll look at, that's Landon Bradford, Nicholas Rindo, 6th and 7th. We're going to start to fan out across the start-finish line, 3 and 4 wide heading into 1.
And as we mentioned, that's the cause of it's one in the wall. Looks like the 05. Nicholas Rendo into the wall. Oh my goodness, is he going to be able to keep it? No caution right now at this moment. I was about to say Delgado was a fourth caution. Delgado was in a part of the fourth caution, but look where he's at right now. He's in P3. He magically appeared out of nowhere and is now challenging Zarte and Reyes for P1. 3 wide into the turn. Oh my goodness, nope. It looks like Zarte right now trying to give it to Reyes because he sees Delgado, and it was these two at the beginning, basically the whole race, battling it out as we see Ledford right now P4. He's battling it out as well.
Marvin, excellent call, man. Have you ever, because I have never, no matter the class, no matter the car, no matter the track, as Angel gets loose as a caboose.
No.
Oh, he got a shot there from the 88.
But, oh my God, that was the shunt I've ever seen. Delgado, he's a man on a mission. You cannot, literally, you got to call him, oh my goodness. And, oh man. Wow.
I think we call him Cotton Eye Joe, Marvin, because where did he come from? Where did he go? Tonight, he's acting like the old Cotton Eye Joe. Oh, he's going to work his way back down to 6th now, but when we get to it, we're going to give you a look on board at Angel Delgado on that race restart, because like you said, how? Where did he come from? Where did he go? Well, now back to P6 he'll drop, but we'll have to see that one in a few moments' time. Look at Jason Ledford, newer driver within the Overdrive Cup Series. He's going to work his way, slice and dice, throwing the dice to P3. 3 wide into P3. Look who's on the bottom.
Oh, Delgado right now, he's on the bottom right now. He got a little shot there from Perryman, almost lost it, but he kept it under control. Oh boy, Perryman's right behind him again. Oh boy. There he is. I'm gonna have to call Delgado John Wick because he just comes out of nowhere and he fights. He just shot out of a cannon. I don't know where he came from. He literally, I'm pretty sure that restart must have been very interesting to watch from Delgado's point of view, because I've done it myself. I've treed the heck out of the green flag and just passed 5, 6, 7 cars on the outside lane. But my goodness, as we watch Delgado right there, he's in P3. He dropped the P8 and now he's back in P3 in 1 lap. Zarte's like, man, this guy, he's like a Terminator. You put him down and he comes back up, and now look at him slicing and dicing on the bottom to the top. He's a madman on a mission. He was told, hey, win this thing at all costs, and this is what Delgado is doing. He hit, my goodness. It looks like passing different lanes on the 91 freeway where I'm from in California. It's just going all over the place. You have a mission, and your mission is P1 for Delgado. But right now, he's struggling right now to try to pass for the first two from P3.
You know what I saw? It wasn't only aggressive moves there on the back straightaway, but oh, Sean and Tater curse! Angel Delgado saves it! What a save! Caution is out!
Oh my God! What? My goodness! Caution!
How in the
When
world?
we saw it live, all I saw was Delgado crank the wheel, and then by the time I look up to see his car almost wrecked in the exact same spot as the other caution. My goodness!
Delgado kept his foot in it there. He kept it. Oh, he gets turned out of the 7. That's what causes it there. Delgado.
Oh my.
For the second time tonight, here, Marvin, we're going to have to see the number 90 work their way through the racetrack, and you can't fault race control right there for throwing the yellow, because he was yawed out and directed to go right and shoot up the racetrack once again. Well, an immaculate save there. Kept his foot in it. Right back on the brake. That left foot goes. Delgado lives to fight another day. And Marvin, here's another something that's even more cool. Or even cooler, excuse me. We're gonna hop on board with Angel Delgado this last restart. Remember, he gained how many spots in what, 2-3 laps?
Yeah, he gained like a whole bunch of spots because he was part of the caution that led to the caution, the fourth caution, and he just came out of nowhere.
All right, so I mean, it's probably going to be at the rate of a lap or two here. We're just going to continue to hop on board with Angel here as he, remember, gains 1, 2, 3, 4 count 'em spots. Look at this. He's the only driver to go up into the outside line. There's all the clean air to work with up in front. Sure, Travis Farmer's going to try to block it. As there you see, that's how he's able to gain so many spots in one run. Delgado to the top of 3 heading into 1, and then unfortunately a couple laps after this getting tagged off. Well, there you see it, the 7's front end, Jason Ledford. But as we saw, Angel Delgado is going to live to fight another day. Brian Reyes will be out to the race lead in the number 21 UT at Austin. Chevrolet Camaro. Christian Zarate, goodness. Christian, I appreciate you hanging with us here, but this is the first time I've had to sound it out here. It might be Zarate. Christian Zarate to P2, Perryman to P3, Jason Ledford and Chad Tubala. We're going to get some wave rounds here tonight, Marvin. What's... I don't know. That's you chose Zarate, right, for your race pick to win?
Yeah, my pick was Zarate, yes.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to check in live on YouTube land. We have Terry, who is the leader in the YouTube chat right now. Choco, as well as, let's say, Rizify Zens. Woohoo! Top 3 battling it out here on the track, as well as YouTube land. Let's see where they're rooting on tonight. Griffin Motorsports, of course, the GMS owner. I don't know if they're owner or just driver, but I believe Travis Farmer races for GMS. We got Edward Manson here with us as well, saying, wee! We got Third Musketeer. Sean, why do you keep doing this? I don't know. That's, I guess, the old Sean and Tater curse. Terry's in here with us. Marvin, real quick before we get to some more green flag racing, not only do I appreciate all the drivers here on the track here putting on a show, the league owners alike here. Daniel, I think Hewling does some things there behind the scenes. But I have to appreciate you here, Marvin. You've been a man, the myth, the legend here tonight in the old broadcast booth. I appreciate you, and hopefully we continue to have you here back up in the booth here for the Overdrive Cup Series.
I appreciate it, Sean. Thank you very much. It's great to be here. Great to be amongst everybody in YouTube land, and great to be amongst the drivers here with you, Sean. This is some great action we're watching here, and I wouldn't want to miss it.
Last question I have for you, Marvin, before we get back to commentator mode. What paint scheme are you running here, the old NASCAR Gen 6?
And amongst the drivers currently?
No, you yourself. Oh, just any.
I usually run the SVG WeatherTech paint scheme. Very simple, basic, but that's why I usually run.
Excellent choice there, Marvin. We'll get the green flag out once again. I'm going to have to start running that one myself. Here we go back into turn one. Look at Reyes. He gets the jumper over Zarate. Here comes Logan Perryman, though. He's going to dive it down the bottom of the hill once again. Progressive banking here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Side by side here through the pack.
As we enter turn three, right now Reyes at the point, followed by Zarte, Farmer, and it looks like Delgado. Oh, back up again. I gotta give him the Hard Charger Award if there was ever one. If there was ever a Hard Charger Award, I'm gonna have to give it Delgado. I can feel for Delgado. I have personally been there where you're like in the top spot, you're right there fastest amongst the leaders, and then something happens, and then you gotta do it all over again. But Delgado has done that and more right now. P5, P4, now P2. Is he gonna get P1 before we go to the stripe? Oh, he's gonna try. He's on the outside. Didn't quite lead that lap, but he's gonna be the leader coming into turn one. Delgado at the point. You cannot stop this man. He is a man on a mission. He is what I'd like to call the John Wick of NASCAR because he will not be stopped or denied.
P5, P4, P3, P5, faux thumb. Delgado will drop his way back up to P2, as well as, you know what I just noticed here, Marvin? Not only are we starting to beat and bang for the race lead, but Brian Reyes, that Chevrolet Camaro, as he gets passed for the race lead, now that he's in dirtier air as well. Look, the front nose of this Chevrolet Camaro, it is dented in. That is some significant aerodynamic damage here for driver 21. He's going to have to get that fixed if he wants to battle up here for the race lead.
Yeah, that's definitely going to affect Brian Reyes, especially being behind a car. I mean, it might not be as bad behind a car. I think it's worse when you're up front, which would explain why he was able to be passed so quickly. So I think for Reyes' sake, it might be best to just hang back a little bit until we go to the pits, if there's a caution or pit strategy, and maybe get that damage fixed. But I think right now Reyes is in a good spot as Farmer takes over P2 with Delgado not too far ahead of Farmer with only 0.15 ahead of Farmer. So as right now as we watch Reyes, Zarte kind of fell back just a little bit. Oh, he taps the wall. He hits the wall. Like he was gone. Man, he was in P5. Now he's going to go back down to potentially P7. Oh my goodness. Hopefully that's not putting too much damage on Zarte. Was showing promise at the beginning of this race, and now looks like he's slid back towards the back. Hopefully he's not putting any damage to that number 53.
So right now, as we continue to look side by side, that was my pit. My picks on the outside here. Travis Farmer, he's putting it to him here in the Overdrive Cup Series. It's only race 4. He's had a really tremendous start to the season. Right now, battling it out here outside of Angel Delgado. Like you said, Marvin, battling out with Angel Delgado, not only is it a feat of, we really haven't seen it, quite frankly, within the whole iRacing SSN history here for the broadcasting of not only the season, but last season. Travis Farmer, he's quarter clear for the race lead. How about that? Farmer, after putting in some work here on the offseason, driver number 9 to the point.
Driver number 9 to the point indeed with Farmer leading, but with Delgado, he's not that far behind. It looks to me like Delgado has the pace when it comes to being behind somebody. I mean, it looks like when he's out in front, he doesn't quite have the speed to get away, but when he's behind somebody, it looks like he's actually right there with the leader. So I wonder if Delgado is trying to hold back a little bit, trying to save something towards the end right now. As you see Angel Delgado right now smiling right now, having this battle with Farmer and giving it to him as we come out of turn 2 onto the back stretch.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was focusing on. He was laughing, grinning it up there at 2. Looks like he'll try and focus it back up here into 3 and 4. He's talking with either the race chat there or somebody, whether it's his teammates or somebody else out on the racetrack or just his spotter, whatever it may be. Battle for the race lead continues to be and retain with about 1 1/10 of a second separating our race leaders. Real quick, as we've continued to look at it, though, battle for P3, 4, and 5. That's that final driver interview spot starting to heat up. Lap 98 out of 133, 35 laps to go within the race. Charate is trying to find his way back and through it here after some right side damage. Reyes is right there up to 4th. Mike Chapman, what?
Came out of nowhere.
What? From where?
Yeah, he came out of nowhere. I mean, I think he was involved in an earlier
That's
accident
what I thought.
towards
I
that
thought he was
first
out.
caution. Oh, no, let's
No.
No. I talk about accidents and then it happens. Oh my goodness.
The
I'm not gonna
Marvin
mention no more
Zader
accidents.
curse.
No,
for
that
once
was
it's
my
not me.
pick. My pick for today. Darte in front of us live. I think he got into it, or might have gotten loose a little bit towards the backstretch. And yeah, he got helped. And oh my goodness, he almost had it, but then he got re-helped again. Oh, almost there, and that was it.
Oh, the 7 involved once again.
Looks like the 25. I think the 53 washes up a little bit. No. Oh no, the 25. I don't know what the 25. I think the 25 might have thought he was clear and tried to tuck up behind the 53 to get a draft, because the 53 left him plenty of room, and there was plenty of room for the 25. I think he had momentum, more speed, thinking he was not going to clear.
Ooh.
And that was it. That was
25
it. Yep.
definitely came down a little bit.
Yeah, and then the 7, unfortunately had nowhere to go. I thought the 53 had it saved, but yeah, I got that extra little bit of help. Oh, in the same spot the Delgado got spun around twice there. Seems like that's the trouble spot on today's race.
Well, this will be the battle out of pit lane. What happened? I thought Travis Farmer. Okay. Oh, excuse me. That's duh. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry to scare anybody. Delgado, he has the first pit box as well. Okay, well, I will scare everybody because Delgado, he opts not to take his final set of tires. Farmer does, as well as Brian Reyes. So right now, Chad Tubala and Angel Delgado are front 2 runners to stay out right now. We're not only going to see the nitty here, Marvin, we're going to see the gritty here approach within this next restart here live on Sam Studio Network. We appreciate everybody joining in. 40 live viewers right now. Goodness gracious alive. Thank you each and every single one of you. My name's Sean Sam up here in the booth, as well as the production trailer, Marvin Samayoa. Marvin, you got anything for our 40 live viewers before we get a quick little word from our sponsor?
Other than thank you for joining us today on this great Sunday. Hope you guys enjoy the racing. Hope you enjoy the commentating, because buckle up, guys. We're going to be to a great finish for today's race.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to the virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Well, Angel Delgado, for the second time tonight, has worked, has sliced, has diced his way up into the race lead after being spun out on the back straightaway. Travis Farmer, after losing the race lead after this pit stop strategy here, we do believe Angel Delgado, he is not on newer racing tires, but I believe everybody else is. We'll double check that in here just a few moments time. But now Angel Delgado, his right foot is down, second gear. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Here comes third gear, and then we'll work fourth gear down the back straightaway. Angel Delgado with a nice, commanding race restart there.
Absolutely, man. Angel Delgado, he's overcome a lot of adversity in today's race, everybody. And if you know, he's going to fight until the end. But right now, Perryman giving him a little bit of shove into the corner. But looks like Angel Delgado still manages to keep that lead. You got to keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that Angel Delgado went to pit road but did not take any tires, just fuel. And Farmer on back, and I think maybe even Perryman took tires. So we'll see if Delgado has just enough stuff. Maybe he saved some stuff, and he's going to be able to keep that lead. But looks like Farmer is getting hungry. He's peeking onto the inside. Man, almost three wide into turn 3 as Farmer is now on point.
That's the SSN race pick here tonight. The man, the myth, the legend that he is, Travis Farmer. He continues to show the speed. He continues to show the pace. Well, to the point he goes. To the cap-earned seat goes Brian Reyes. Logan Perryman starting to battle out there at the outside, out of turn number 2. Down the long dong back straightaway here tonight. The Nellis Air Force back straightaway, I do believe. Travis Farmer, he's going to run the inside line, but he is continuing to cook the rights off of these fronts. You might be asking, how can I see that? Well, you can tell, you can see if you bump this quality up, this broadcast to 1440p, Travis Farmer's hands, they were turning left even after the exit of the corner, as we have another caution here. It's going to be, oh no, the 0-1 involved.
The 0-1 and maybe the 05? Oh my goodness. The 01.
This is more than the 0-1. This is not Ponder. This is quite a few drivers involved.
Oh my goodness. The 01 of Durham Jr., who was amongst the leaders at the beginning of this first half of the race, is now into trouble as we look to see. We're entering the tri-oval here. Oh, 72 got down into the 5. Which slid up, and unfortunately the 01 had nowhere to go. No fault of his own. Oh no, the 00
Not Rosca.
again. No. Rosca. That's the second time he's gotten into somebody else's mess, and he gets the worst end of it. My goodness. Tough luck for the 00.
Gonna have to take the driver eye camera here tonight from Christopher, because second time he's just trying to get back on the track here. Just listen in.
Ooh.
I'm
What a
flying
rough
there.
hit.
This is not good. Talladega Nights Part 3 tonight. Oh man, Rosca out of the race once again. That's not only 22 minutes, Marvin, that time. That's probably well within the old hour range, maybe, of damage to be fixed. Travis Farmer's going to continue to lead the pack, though. Remember, for those of you that have just now joined in, Farmer was my pick to win this race after we last talked about it. Unfortunately, Samayoas, that's 53. Zarate, I'll tell you what, Marvin, you're not out of the running here tonight with your race pick. Christian, he's getting the wave around. He'll be back on the lead lap.
Yeah, I noticed he was one lap down. I was like, oh, I don't know, unless there's another caution. But hey, right there, he's back on the lead lap. Christian Zarte, I mean, there you go, back on the lead lap. So I'm not out of this quite yet.
Dive it down there into the pits, possibly get some newer racing tire, or probably just get his damage fixed here before we get back to Green Flag Racing. 43 viewers live on Stam Studio Network right now. We're working upwards of 1,000 subscribers, each and every one of you. Tell your neighbor, tell your grandma, tell your doggy down there. Make him a little YouTube channel if you have to, because we are working at upwards of 1,000 subscribers. There is going to be a merch giveaway out the left rear quarter panel here once we reach 1,000 subscribers. We see once again YouTube chat popping off right now. Third Musketeer, avid, very, very common viewer here live on SSN. Got Endless Endeavor saying, Farmer for the win. I'm right there with you. And Endeavor, Griffin Motorsports saying, come on, Travis, trying to bring it to victory. Lots of Travis Farmer fans here tonight in YouTube land. Chaco is still with us. Terry is still with us. Who else is still with us? Edward Vance, if you are, we appreciate you and everything that you're doing down there live within the YouTube chat. Marvin, here we go. We should be approaching the final sort of, you could call it a sector to this race. We're going to get scrunched and bunched back together. Only 12 drivers left up on the lead lap, all the way back down there to Colin Grace. And then on back, those drivers are 1 or more laps down. Marvin, what are you looking for on this race restart? Is there anything that's you're keeping an eye out for?
Man, I'm going to have to keep an eye on Delgado because he did not take any tires and fell back towards that run. But man, I don't even know, to be honest with you, Sean. I'm going to have to say aggression is going to be the one thing right now that I'm going to have to take a look at and see who's going to be risking it all for the biscuit as we are entering the closing laps of this race.
Appreciate all the sponsors and affiliates up there in the top right. DL Designs, Lumet Motorsports, Overdrive Cup Series you're watching tonight, as well as Cotton Bowl Speedway for some of the best dirt track racing there within the nation. Here we go. We're going to lead down into turn number 1 once again. Travis Farmer, he's going to have the point here tonight. Logan Perryman, he's been flirting with disaster all of tonight. He'll start up on the outside row. Look at the yellow submarine. Mike Chapman, 07. Mike Chapman, he has come up out of nowhere for the third running spot. As here comes Brian Reyes, he'll try to dive it down there, try to get a bead drawn here for that final driver interview spot. Don't look now, but driver number 7, as well as Logan Bradford, also starting to join the battle as well.
We have a three-way battle for first place right now, almost 3 wide entering turn 3 between Perryman, Farmer, and Chapman. Looks like Perryman to the point. Who's going to lead this lap? Perryman to the lead right now as he leads this lap. My goodness, and we're looking at a 10-way battle for the lead. Less than half a second. Look at Delgado right there, squeeze in the middle, becoming the meat of that sandwich as he goes into turn 2, approaching turn 3. I think Delgado might have turned on the flame of intensity here as the closing laps as we enter the tri-oval and going down to 22 laps to go. Look at all those drivers. My goodness.
4 wide heading into 1. That's not going to work. 25 gets he's dead.
25. Oh, hard hit into the wall. That's going to bring out our 8th caution of the race. My goodness. That was Chad Tubala in the number 25 Toyota Camry. He was doing such a great job right now. He was keeping his nose clean, and I think he might have came down or something happened to that car, and it was just a little too late as we take a look here.
3 wide up there in front. You can't fault Chad at all here. I mean, I would do the same thing. Shove it down there 4 up there. Well, it barely gets 4 wide heading into turn 1. He gets a little nudge there out of the 7. We'll bring out the forklift because I'm curious if the contact with the 7 of Jason there is what sent the 25 around into the inside of the 53, or if it was just netcode or what. Here we go into turn 1, Marvin. There's Angel Delgado once again. I don't know if he's got rocket fuel in that ship tonight, but there was that little bit of contact with the 25 and 7, and then across Christian's front nose, the 25 will go.
Yeah, right across of my pick of Zarte. Right there. Oh, my goodness.
Colin Grace.
Oh, that's a hard lick right there.
Let's hop on board.
You got to keep in mind. Yeah, let's hop on board.
But sorry, Marvin, as you were saying.
No, so what I was saying, Sean, is to the viewers of YouTube, I mean, yeah, this is a simulator, and we're on simulated, graphics and, feeling and everything with the cars. But you got to keep in mind, these steering wheels, when you hit a wall, it's not just like, oh, okay, like a controller, it just might vibrate a little bit like the old PlayStation DualShock controller. No, depending on your settings on your steering wheel, you hit a wall or hit another car, you feel it, especially if you hit a wall and you have that steering wheel set up a certain way where you feel the authenticity of the hit, the bumps of the track and everything. It will snap your hands off. Like, it will literally snap it out of your hands. And if you hit a wall at these speeds, I mean, I've gotten hurt where my fingers have gotten caught. And yeah, it's not a hit like the real, the cup cars, but it'll definitely still hurt you. You may want to call off Monday because you may not be able to do some typing there at the old office. But man, oh man, that was a hard hit.
I'm right there with you, and I mean, for you to say that, Marvin, I've seen the old live driver cam. That's saying something there for to get hurt out of the old steering wheel. But I mean, I'm right there with you because, like you said, if you have just a little bit too much force feedback, or what you would call real life force feedback into it there as we make our way across the choose car there, the inside line will consist of Mike Chapman, Logan Perryman, as well as Logan Bradford. But these force feedback wheels are nothing to really be joked around with, especially once you get into the iRacing universe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially if you get to the iRacing universe, man. Oh man, this is just not a normal video game. This is feels pretty legit. Feels pretty legit. You hit that wall and real hard, yeah, it'll snap the steering wheel right out of your wrist, and you could hurt yourself. So,
well, there's a reason they call it the old simulator instead of just a vidya game here. Not only tonight, but what has it been? Probably 15 years now that iRacing has been around, otherwise known as Papyrus Motorsports, when they used to run at NASCAR Racing 2003. Well, time flies when you're having fun, I guess they say. You blink and you'll miss it. Well, right now, we are simulating track temps, simulating setups. We are simulating, well, what would you call it here, Marvin? Driver competitiveness, driver skill here tonight as well, as we have 19, count them, 19 laps to go. I know you've all been asking for it. We're going to hop on board with Angel Delgado on this race restart. I'll walk you through it as well. So as you're behind the wheel here, you're going to try and search for, you're going to try to keep your foot planted as much as you can. Try to search. If you're clear within the middle line, looks like Angel is. He's going to try to search for that middle line. Wherever he's clear, he's going to run it. Angel, he's got his foot planted. Fourth gear we go here into turn number 3. He's going to dive it back out to the outside. Once again, we've seen this time and time again. Driver of the number 90 Ford Mustang. Oh, we're going to back him back down once again. I think Rosca may have been involved with the way that reaction looked. Maybe not. We'll see. Oh, no, this is Chad Tubala. All right, we'll re-rack him and stack him here. Sorry, boys.
oh no, oh my goodness, hard lick. Ooh.
He's going to take a lick and not keep on ticking there for Chad. Oh, well, okay. Bring him out. Bring out the old dump truck. What happens here? All right. Oh, 3 wide in front. Oh, look at the 25, Marvin. There's no rear end. There's no spoiler on that machine. That's like trying to run a GT3 with no rear wing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it has no deck lid. I don't know. I mean, the 25 was holding his lane. I don't know what the number 5 was. I don't think he knew, unless the spotter didn't clear him or he didn't hear him or anything like that. But he just came down to the 25 and just got into him. Like, I don't understand what happened there. I know it's 3 wide, but I don't know.
I'm right with you. That definitely looked a little odd there. As here we go once again, Chad. This is live. This is at race pace here. 3 wide up in front. Here comes the 5. Does the 5 come down? The 25 comes. Nope. Yeah, 5 just tries to make really the arc into the 3, but the entrance of turn number 3. But Chad is still there, man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's yeah, we're not here to we're not here to speculate anything or be the iRacing band hammer here. We ain't all about that right now. We're just calling it as we sees it. But yeah, it's a little bit strange, but tough luck for him. Tough luck for Chad Tubala in number 25 Toyota Camry.
Real quick, I'll take you through the top 10 runners here before we get back to double file racing action for what will be the 9th restart here tonight. Logan Perryman, after that last restart, he actually got the race lead away from Travis Farmer. I know we have quite a few Travis Farmer fans live in YouTube land right now. Don't count him out by any means, especially with this choose cone, not the choose cone, but the choose car we have, that SSN choose car, that completely changes things for all sorts of matters here as we make our way. Here we go. We're going to hit it this time by. That's why that bright orange car is just stopped there right in the middle of the track. We're about to see, does Logan Perryman, I would expect him to take the top. Oh, he's going to take the bottom. Travis Farmer is going to opt for the top. Here we go, back toward the field. 7 takes the bottom. Looks like Christian Zarate is going to take the top. Logan Bradford also takes the bottom as well. Marvin, this isn't something that's simulated within the iRacing universe because the what do you call them? The developers within iRacing, they've come out and said, well, it's just too much work to try and work within the sim racing world for official races. Well, Daniel Selway, the only league owner here tonight, he says, all right, iRacing, watch this. I'm going to give my drivers the option of the choose cone. I'm just going to clear the black flags afterwards. Travis Farmer, he'll start up top. Our front row belongs to Logan Perryman, as well as that captain seat for the 88.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, this is I don't know if Perryman feel like his car is better on the bottom, but I mean, Farmer has been taking that wider lane throughout the race, and I don't know if it was a good idea giving him the top, but maybe Perryman feels that his car is better on the bottom. Guess we'll have to see. And Delgado right there, he's top row, along with my pick of Zarte right there in that third row on the outside.
Here we go. How about Logan Bradford, Angel Delgado right there in row number 2. Row number 3, Christian makes his way back up there, as well as Doug Pachter. Here we go, on the gas, through the gears, once again from Sin City up here in Las Vegas. Logan Perryman has the restart of the century, but will we see, it's not if, it is when will we see the momentum start to draw a bead here for Travis Farmer as he gets a huge shot of Delgado at the rear bumper. Lock 'em and load 'em, boys. It's go time. 14 laps to go. Here comes Christian trying to join the battle as well. Side by side for 4th place.
Man, as we enter turn 3, coming out turn 4, onto the trioval right now. Oh, and we have a spinner in the back. Oh, number 7, he's going to keep it together. He keeps it out. Oh, my goodness, the 7. He was almost that top 10 split right now, but looks like we keep it green right now as we see Perryman and Farmer battling out for P1. 3 wide racing on the back stretch between Delgado and Zarte. Looks like they're fighting for real estate right there as we enter turn 3, almost 3 wide into turn 4. Farmer coming up ahead, edging out Perryman.
50 live viewers on Stam Studio Network right now. You have tuned into the Dan Wheldon 133 lap race here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're beating, we're banging, we're trading some paint with just 12 laps to go. Who has it here tonight? Is it Farmer who finally works his way back across Zarate, or is it Delgado who is, for the 3rd, not once, not twice, the thrice time here tonight, sliced and diced, worked his way up to the lead, or is it possibly Reyes? He's going to try the inside line here coming into 1. Delgado up to the race lead.
Delgado, remember, he didn't take any tires in the last pit stop, just fuel. So, I mean, man, has the tire fall off been that much to where it's now equalized? Well, it looks like it's Delgado and Zarte again, kind of reminiscent a little bit of towards the beginning of this race. And looks like Delgado with Zarte and Perryman. That's going to be your top 3 as we go with 10 laps to go.
It is a blanket over the whole front pack here. Delgado leads Zarate. Logan Perryman starting to join the battle as well. There we see the side-by-side between Brian Reyes, Travis Farmer. You hate it for him. He'll fall back all the way to 5th place here after gaining 8 spots early on. Oh boy, that was that Toyota Camry. Nick Burling, driver 16. He's going to run the outside line here tonight after he's really haven't talked about the old Burling here tonight. Burling he's the driver from the land down under there. Driver out of Australia, 16 Toyota Camry. He's going to try to work the inside line as our battle for side-by-side, 3rd on back, continue to heat up, continue to broil. It's looking like a crab boil here tonight with as much side-by-side, back and forth. You can rub some seasoning on it as well. Here comes Reyes. He's going to dive it down the inside. Oh, he's not clear!
Oh, no! He was not clear! Oh no, that goes my pick for today's race as late laps to go. Zarte Oh my
Marvin Tater
goodness.
curse. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Well, Delgado's still at the point. So between me and Sean, looks like Sean's pick is doing better than mine right now, but this is not of his own fault. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to go back and see what happened. I mean, it looked like Zarte went up the track. It wasn't quite, oh no, sorry. Reyes went up the track, tried to squeeze it in there and couldn't quite clear. He cleared Perryman, but he didn't quite clear the number's 53. So, I mean, impressive save no matter what. I mean, he didn't get any damage. So, and he's spinning on that grass, so it's not really going to wear out his tires too much. Oh, right there. I mean, that could have been bigger because even Chapman went through the grass.
Curious if we hop on board with Chapman during this incident, although whether it's to his left, to his right, to his center, I mean, I still think the old yellow submarine got through it here pretty scotch-free. There we go, coming on the 4, sliding up is the 53, and then here comes Reyes, who tries to slot in there, not quite, oh, a little bit of damage on the front bumper there, but I don't think it's really dented the front nose. We'll have to see after he makes his way out of turn 2 here, does Chapman. Oh, there's a little scrape there on the front left where the front bumper connects with the rest of the body. But really, it's not as bad as, remember, Brian Reyes's damage earlier on in the race. It's not as bad near as that. Here we go. We're going to hopefully get our final run to the checkered flag here tonight. Angel Delgado, Logan Perryman up. It's in our front row. As we take a few more wave rounds here tonight, we'll take one more word from our sponsor and affiliate. We'll be right back with you up here, Stam Studio Network. Welcome back here live from the virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's Angel Delgado for the, what is it again, Marvin? The thrice, the I don't even know how you say 4 in the thrice tense. Anyways, Delgado, he's back up to the race lead.
Quadruplet? Maybe quadruplet? I don't know.
There you go. Okay. That's
Maybe?
it.
I don't know.
Oh!
If you ask me the five,
No.
I'm gonna use up all my intelligence there. I don't know what 5 is. Maybe somebody in YouTube land can help us out with that.
We just had a wreck under yellow. Oh God, sorry. That's why I was trying to freak out on the driver. Oh, don't tell me. Was it Reyes? Did Reyes have an incident here with the choose car? If so, this is huge because, oh, let's see here, because he'll have damage that he'll have to repair. No, it's this. Nope. Who is that? Is that the 16? It is Nick Burling who made contact with the choose car.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder if we'll have a extended yellow here to get things cleaned up, as we'll take a look on board with Nick here. Let's see what happens. Nick, he's going to try to opt for, oh, he doesn't know. He just doesn't know. Okay, well, with that being said, Nick's going to start on the apron here this time by, that is the driver once again from the land down under out of Australia. Nick, we appreciate you coming out here tonight. Looks like you make your way down into pit lane. Should be 4, is it 4 laps to go? 5, yeah, it is 4 laps to go this time by.
4 laps to go.
That is only, if my math is math, about 7 miles left within this race. Start to look for some 3 and 4 wide as these drivers know that this time bomb is ticking.
Yeah, 4 laps to go. Delgado, he's still on older tires compared to the rest of the field. Does anybody have anything for him. Look at the 59 of Proctor. He's been kind of quiet throughout this whole race. And look at him, P3 and Zarte. Remember, he was part of the incident. As we see, oh no, Farmer into the wall, bringing out our 11th caution of the race with 3 laps to go. My goodness, man. Wow.
I didn't only see that one start, but I saw that one starting to really broil before it got to us there. That was 3 wide, 2 rows back. I don't think this was anything of Farmer's doing. That's Chapman up front with the blinky number 95 of Logan Bradford. Yeah, that was 3 and barely 3 wide. Number 98 of Nicholas Rode just tries to send it down in there, doesn't quite have the room. And unfortunately, if you're a Travis Farmer fan, which I know we have quite a few here tonight, that's run for the race win is going to come down to a commanding halt.
Oh man, that tough luck for Farmer for sure. Tough luck. Looks like it was almost. I don't know what happened there. It was 3 wide coming into the corner. Okay, looks like the 07 drifted up a little bit. 9 compensated for it, and 05 and 98 made it 3 wide. And unfortunately, I think Farmer did not know about it, and that was it.
Well, if you remember, we were on 4 laps to go with that before that competition, before the caution comes out. Now we will restart this race in overtime. If you're new to NASCAR and stock car world, that means we're gonna try to get this race done in under 2 laps. We're gonna come take the green, and then next lap by will be the white flag lap. If before we take the white flag lap, if there's another wreck, well, we will re-rack them, restack them. If there is a wreck on the white flag lap, we're going to let these leaders battle it out to the checkered flag. So whatever happens, whatever ensues here tonight from Sin City, all as I'm saying, make sure, normally I'd say get up, stand up for your life, but don't give up the fight. But I think right now, I would want to be sitting down with the way that this race is about to play out here, Marvin. I think we could possibly even see somebody steal one away here tonight from Sin City.
My goodness, man. I don't know. We could see a first-time winner here as we approach what would be 2 laps to go. But I think I got a message from what are you gonna call it?
Daniel?
Oh, I want to say the 00.
Oh.
00 from his crew chief asking if he would be able to get an interview spot because of that flip early on from Rosca early on in the race.
Good. This will be the only time we allow it because we've had, 2, 3 flips tonight. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course, man, 00. Make sure you find your way down into the interview booth after this race concludes. We'll get the top 3 interviewed as well as the 00. But right now, we're going to get things double filed out here, side by side, by side, by side, by side. Keep them going here. Overtime race restarts. Oh, boy, let us know who takes it here tonight, YouTube land. Third Musketeer is still with us. Endless Endeavors, Chaco is still hanging out. Jesus, I mean, 50 live viewers here. That is as most as we've ever had live on Stam Studio Network. Appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. We've gained a couple subscribers here tonight. Subscriber number 1, just as important as subscriber number 847. Appreciate every single one of you here joining in here tonight. My name's Sean Stam, Marvin Samayoa as the co-commentator. We should hopefully, I'm begging for mercy here, boys and girls, race fans of all ages, will get a clean overtime finish, but I don't know. It's going to get pretty nitty. It's going to get pretty gritty here, Marvin. Take us to the old green flag as that iRacing safety car has dove into the safety of pit lane.
All right, boys, let's go racing here with 2 laps to go. Let's hear everybody in YouTube land. Let's give it up for these drivers. 2 laps to go as Delgado leads them down into turn 1 with Merriman right there on his side, onto the inside. But don't quite count out Zarte, Reyes, and Pachter as we go into turn 2. Oh my goodness, Perryman right there on the side door of Delgado. Look at Reyes, he's got a full head of steam. 3 wide onto the backstretch, Reyes to P2 as he doesn't quite clear Zarte. Oh, he's gonna move up to the track. Oh, wow, look Look at that. Oh, we got a spinner in the back. Are we final
White
lap?
flag, white flag, white flag.
White flag. Next lap, next flag is going to be it. No matter what happens, I think the 53 Azarte is going to be like, okay, let me go, Reyes. Let me go. I got to go. But looks like they're fighting each other. Oh, my goodness. This is going to come into the final lap. Zarte, is he going to throw it in there? Does he have the grip? Reyes, nope. Oh, drifts up the track. Is Zarte going to get momentum? No. Delgado will be your winner today.
Angel Delgado, the one of 4 blue ovals here tonight. Driver 90 from the back to the front to the back to the front. Number 90 takes away the checkered flag here tonight from Sin City. Christian Zarate, what a race, what a finish from 2nd through 8th. Zarate will finish 2nd. Reyes 3rd. Final driver interview spot for Reyes as well as Rosca. Looks like Chapman, he gets a bump and a run from the 88 as Perryman fell back to P5 on that last race restart. The Yellow Submarine, Chapman will finish 4th. Road, Doug Pachter, Logan Bradford, Jason Ledford, Michael Ponder Jr. rounding out the top 10.
Oh, my goodness. We see Rosca right there doing some burnouts and donuts. Oh, my goodness. But the attention goes to Delgado right now as he is today's winner. For you and everybody down there, give a good shout out to Delgado. Number 90 from Claremont, Florida is today's winner.
Burn it down, Angel, burn it down. How about that? The Dan Wheldon paint scheme here tonight. Of course, that is rightful. Oh, goodness, he's dead. He'll finish in the lead here tonight as we have Mach 2 and Mach 3. This is all for fun. Don't report us here after this one. Delgado will take away the checkered flag here tonight from Vegas. Zarate, Reyes, and that's Rosca joining us in driver interviews in a few moments' time. Stick with us as we get unofficial race results here on Stam Studios.
Okay, let me see. Interview poll top 3.
Final? You mean final? Yeah, it's me too.
Alrighty, welcome back here, Stam Studio Network. I am Sean Stam up here in the final, the top 3 interview booth here, as well as Rosca. Well, looks like Zarate, you'll finish out your P2 tonight. First of all, congratulations on your P2 and second. Back here, Stam Studio Network. I am Sean.
I can't hear you. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
There you go.
Christian, congrats on P2. And real quick, before we get the interview started, how many times did we butcher the old last name?
I think you guys did perfect, honestly.
Really?
Okay.
Well,
I've been listening to the stream though, but I appreciate you guys did all right. Say karate, but replace the K with a Z.
Hey, there. Okay, I appreciate that, Kristen. Well, the one driver, one of 3 different drivers that are out of the North American continent here tonight. You'll finish, out of the United States here tonight. You'll finish P2 out of the driver 53. We've seen that rent me time and time on the front nose as well as the rear quarter panel. Man, Christian, at this point, anybody out there who wants their sponsor and logo, hit up with Christian because he has had the pace, he's had the speed. Christian, how did you get P2 solidified here tonight?
Well, I joined practice a little bit late. I haven't been here the entire season because I've been at work, but today was my last day of work at my current job, so I got home pretty early. Was able to hop on the race, hop on the simulation, and I was just got to business, you know. Ready to race. It's again, like I said, it's been a minute since I raced in this league, but you know, I settled in. I know I'm probably the top competitor here, if not top 3, you know. Obviously, I'm very confident about my speed. But, you know, they started off P15, qualified P15. I didn't know how to qualify here, but, you know, we managed our tires very well. Ended up getting to the top 5 at the end of the first stint, and then, you know, cautions came out. And we still had speed nonetheless. Just speed everywhere. Got up to fight Delgado for 1 and 2. And, you know, a couple stints went by, yada yada, and then, you know, we just got dumped by Chad. At one point, gave us 2 minutes of damage, got that all refixed, and then got another incident with Chad, and, you know, didn't get any damage from that, thankfully, but came down, took my last set of tires, and I second final restart, I apologize. I started P11, and I had the freshest tires on the field, and, you know, I drove my way up to the field, got to P4, after I got wrecked by Brian Reyes for the first time. Or I shouldn't say the first time, because, I mean, he's wrecked me before.
Nope.
I mean, for example, Bristol last year. But yeah, so I got up to P4 for the final restart. I knew I was in great position. Again, I had the freshest tires in the field. And, you know, I was going to be good, but then Brian Reyes, you know, I'm not saying he can't do it, but, you know, he was on older tires than me, and he kept sliding up in 3 and 4 for the final 2 laps and just kept making contact with me, and I think that's what threw away a chance at a win there, unfortunately. But, you know, 53 cars got speed, and I'm ready to use that speed all season long.
Well, Christian, congrats again on the P2 finish. Real quick before we let you get going, is there anybody who you'd like to thank or shout out here tonight?
Thank my best bud, Nicholas Rhoda. I want to thank Jackson Brown, who should be sending me to his team soon, hopefully. Jackson, if you hear this, please. And, you know, I want to just, yeah, shout out to my grandma for giving me the simulation. And shout out to Brian for wrecking me and giving me another challenge to get through for today.
Well, thanks, Christian, there. These drivers will not forget. Christian's going to finish it out here at P2, and I believe Marvin Samayo has caught up with our race winner here tonight, driver of the number 90 Ford Mustang, Angel Delgado.
Angel Delgado, this is Marvin here. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Oh, man, that was a great, exciting race there from the start all the way to the end. Walk us through there, because I noticed that you didn't take any tires toward the end of that last pit stop, unless we weren't looking exactly, but I think it was fuel only. How did you manage that?
Well, I threw myself off strategy a little bit. I was looking at my fuel, looking at the laps to go. I said if we get a couple more cautions, I'll just take fuel, get myself at least 1 overtime attempt. But then we went green for like 2 laps, and then I came straight back down pit road, and that's when I took my last set of tires, and they held up to the finish. Thank God they did, because Christian was coming, and Brian. They were all coming.
Yeah, it looks like, man, that was a great race. What caused you to get off strategy? Because I know you went around a couple of times in the same spot around the backstretch. Was that what threw you off?
Yeah, I looked at that inside wall a couple more times than I had liked to today. But was able to keep it clean. And yeah, that was really my main factor. After the first time, you know, didn't really take tires. That second time, that big save chewed up the rear. So I definitely needed grip after that, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. Angel Delgado, that's P1 for you guys. And is there anybody you want to thank, give a shout out to that makes all this happen?
I've had this planned at the start of the week. First of all, my mom, my dad, and my big brother watching, as well as a couple of friends. Another big shout out to our team, one of our team co-owners, Keelan Kauser, who was the pace car or the shoes cone driver tonight. It's good to get a win. Made this one for him because he's leaving to go to school, so he won't be with us for much longer, but I hope he has a good time over there. I was happy that we were able to get this done for him. And of course, Dan Wheldon. That was that was the main thing of this race. So rest in peace.
All right. Thank you very much, Angel. Congrats on the win. And that's Angel Delgado for you as driver number 90, Lumet Motorsports Ford Mustang. He won today's race.
Congrats on the win. Once again there, Angel, as I've caught up with University of Texas at Austin. Yes, sir. Home track here. Oh, well, not home track, but we both share the old hometown there of the old Austin. Brian, you got yourself a copy.
Close enough, right?
Yeah, close enough, man. How was your run here tonight? Walk us through it, and especially sliding up there at a 4, fighting for grip here on these last couple laps from Vegas.
You know, it was a fun race, and first of all, I'm glad we did a memorial for Dan Wheldon, RIP Dan Wheldon. That's a great thing we did there. And, you know, it was just fun all around. I'm glad we almost got the pole. We're doing good in qualifying this season. You know, I'm just consistently up there, and that's what matters. And I think there's a driver who's mad at me. I don't remember what his name is. I think he won a race last season, but it was a race that me and Delgado weren't at, so does it really matter? So, I don't know, but it was a fun race, and I had a great time, P3 is good.
Well, once again, like I said, drivers don't forget. So we've continued to see that here. Brian, you're going to make it own P3, and congratulations on your podium finish here tonight. You're keeping it up there in the points as well. Is there anybody who makes it happen for you here tonight for this podium finish?
Yeah, shout out my dad and my mom. They're probably watching. My brother Jonathan, he used to race here. He's doing great. And shout out my girlfriend too. I think she's watching too, so she's awesome. Love her. And yeah, friends and family too, you know, all of them.
Well, thank you there, Mr. Reyes. Have a great rest of your night. Congrats again on another podium finish.
Thank you.
All right, we got to check real quick on Rosca before we get going to the next broadcast here tonight in just about 20 minutes time. But Marvin, I believe you're down there in the AMR, the safety release points after Rosca had flipped. He made it back out on track, but man, oh man, that was a tough race here tonight for 00.
Yeah, Rosca, I'm here with you. Man, that was rough. I think you definitely flipped over once and had a tough day today. I mean, what happened out there?
Yeah, I had a much better car than I did a week ago at Kansas. I liked how this car was set up a lot better and was running well, was running right next to two of my teammates, right behind Travis, right in front of Doug. And just Alex Morals gets loose off the bottom and then just comes up the track and collects a bunch of us. And that's 40 minutes of my race gone. I went, 70 laps down. Got a couple wave rounds under the cautions, and then Alex Morals and Ashton Pritchard get into it again, and just nowhere for me to go, and I flip, and that's the second time I flipped this season from an accident that Morals has caused, and the third time I flipped in my career. So some drivers have given me the nickname of Ryan Priest, and we'll see if that pattern continues. But proud of Travis for all that he was able to try and do. Unfortunately, unable to put it together. He was running really well. And Pachter able to get a decent finish. Saw that he got fastest lap as well. So proud of the MRC boys. Unfortunately, only 4 of us able to show up tonight, but we'll be hopefully showing up in full force a week from now.
Yeah, Rosca, man, that was rough, but glad you're okay. Is there anything you're looking forward to next week's? Anything looking forward to next week's race?
Where are we next? We're at Bristol. Didn't run well at Bristol, but Bristol's one of my favorite tracks. Hoping to get a bit of practice in, hopefully with work allowing me, get some practice in and see if we can get that 00 to my first win. So still searching for my first win, still searching for MRC's first win, but we've been fighting since day one, and we were so close to getting a win last season, so close to the championship as well. So time, I think it's just waiting for the right moment to get it. And I think it was Colin, I was talking with him earlier in the race. He jokingly said that my first win will come at Bristol Dirt, which I'm not a dirt racer, but if that comes true, that might get me back. That might get me more into dirt. But yeah, trying to get this 00 towards victory lane and eventually into it for the first time.
Well, hopefully, Rosca. I mean, Bristol is definitely a challenging track, but one of my favorite tracks around the NASCAR oval circuit. So We're gonna keep an eye out on you, and I hope you do get that first win. It'd be a great sight to see. And that's Rosca 00. Thank you very much. Is there anybody else you want to give us a shout out to, or give a shout out to that makes these things possible?
Absolutely. Got to shout out my grandma, who, just like at Daytona, texted me right after the wreck on lap 3, making sure I was okay. And shout out to her. She's really supportive of all this, and so is the rest of my family. But just like my grandma specifically, just texting me after every wreck, making sure I'm okay, and trying to keep morale up. And I'm trying to keep morale up in the MRC booth, or in the MRC camp. And just really fortunate to have her, and really fortunate to have my entire family, well, most of my entire family supporting me here.
That's great to hear, Rosca. That's Rosca 00. And thank you very much. Glad you're doing okay. And I'm going to hand it over to Sean. And yeah, Sean, what do you think about today's race?
Man, it was a lot of fun to watch here. Glad we could be a part of it here. As man, oh man, what a race, what a finish! 0.151 seconds at the start-finish line for Delgado, who come away with the race win here tonight. I gotta get going, guys and gals and race fans alike, to my next broadcast here. It starts just in 15 minutes time, so gonna go get things set up there. But real quick, I'll run you through the top 20 as we continue to round out the triple broadcast action here tonight. Delgado, Zarate, Reyes will take the top 3. Chapman, Perryman, Rode, Pachter, Bradford, Leoford, Ponder Jr. rounding at the top 10. Nick Burling, Travis Farmer, he was so close to the win here tonight. Driver number 9, he'll finish 12th. Nicholas Rendo, Colin Grace, Samuel Litchfield, Ashton Pritchard, Chad Dibala, Alex Young, Money Morales, Michael Durham Jr., David Castelli, and wait for a tier 5 more drivers. Trenton John, Sam Bullard Jr., Christopher Rosca, Edward Mans, Jeff Haggard, Hewling Kauser, and Daniel Selway down there behind the scenes. Appreciate everybody who's joined in tonight on Stam Studio Network. I got another broadcast coming up if you don't have anything else to do the rest of your night. Thank you, everybody, so much. Have a great rest of your night. And come on now, join us in for some Chicagoland next-gen action here in just a few moments' time. Thank you, Marvin, for your immaculate co-commentary up here in the booth. I'd love to have you back again here for the Overdrive Cup Series. Everybody, have a great rest of your night and drive your virtual cars home safe. Thanks, everybody.